raise a young man properly, a young boy child properly, than to fix a grown man.
Well, now, I say, hmm, Barbara is the pro, baby. No, because I'm the con. What I mean is this right here. It does not necessarily take, now I ain't going to say necessarily. I said no. You don't have to have a man in the home to help raise a boy child. And I'm going to tell you why. Because
Why?
most men, even well into their 40s, don't know what it means to be a great man, not a good man. Okay. Most of the time, women help teach men how to be a great man and a great father and a great husband. You know why?
How?
Because when they get finished being out there playing, because other men teach other men to play the field. Women don't teach other men, women don't teach men to play the field.
But
So
only
if
a
you
man
want to
is a
raise a
man.
good man, boop, 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 hold on, baby. If
Only
you
a
want
man
to
can teach
raise
a
a
man.
good man, it takes a woman to teach a man how to treat a woman. Now, I'm not saying how a man can be out there playing the field, how a man cannot take care of their children, how a man can do all that other crapola. A woman can teach a man how to be a great man, be a great father, be a great lover, and be a great what? Partner. Women can teach that. You don't have to have a man in the home to teach that.
What women don't play the field? You,
I
so
didn't
so
say
so what you
women don't play the field. You see where
okay?
she
So what
going,
you
y'all. You see where she going.
so
I'm
what
just
you
saying.
so what you saying,
Yeah,
ill
yeah.
that it don't take a man to teach a man child how to be a man. That's what you're saying. Is that what I heard you saying? And it's on
That's what I'm saying. This is a fire topic, y'all. And
Listen,
so we want you to weigh in. We
what
want
y'all
you to
got to
weigh
say?
in. What y'all got to say? Oh, 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 oh. I got both feet on the ground, but I want you to come and put it down and let us know
What you think?
what you think.
Because I
Because
think you need a man in the house to get a man child to a man place.
mm,
I think that's what needs to happen. I think that's what needs to happen.
yeah, that's what I think.
I don't have my soundtracks with me today, Lotus. But I would say put a ring on it. Put a ring on it.
I'm on fire, y'all. You know why?
Put a ring on
Because
it.
you don't have to have a man in the house. And since she went there, let's talk about putting a ring on it. Why is it that so many men feel that they should be in somebody else's house and not creating a home with a woman, and they won't even put a ringer on it? No, a ringer. I wasn't giving y'all the finger. That was going through my mind. I was like, Dr. Lowe, they're going to think you're giving them the finger. No, I'm not giving you the finger, but I am saying put a ring on it.
Why?
If
Why
you
you?
if you want to be a man in the house, if you want to help raise your children the way you want to, and you don't want another man raising your children, put a ring on it. And then if you're not going to put a ring on it, ask yourself why. Are you afraid of commitment?
Yeah,
Mm.
well, I'm gonna weigh in on this because why am I gonna put a ring on it when I can get the ice cream and cake and cookies for free?
Real men don't want the cake and cookies for free. Real men are going to put a ring on it, going to give you the box that it came in. Hell, they might even introduce you to the ring smith. Ting, 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 because they want to be there. So if the ring bearer, the guy ain't trying to put a ring on it, the guy ain't picking the right woman to be with for the rest of his life, he don't need to be
Plenty
in
of
your
men
home anyway.
It's plenty of men been with women for the rest of their life and they ain't got no ring on it. They just stay because they want to stay. That's the misconception right there. Many women think that if the man give her a ring, he gonna stay. That don't mean he gonna stay.
You're right. That means that he's committed. He say he committed because That's another topic we're gonna talk about.
So is another topic.
Why do people stay in marriages when they're not committed? Y'all got that? Why do people stay in marriages when they're not committed? Dr. Barbara and I are going to talk about that on one of our upcoming episodes. And so this segment we've shared with you that we believe that from the pro perspective, what did you say, Barbara?
I said that it takes a man in the household.
Raise
young men folks. Raise them up to be menses.
Brings them up to be menses. And we also need to know that, ladies, y'all not left out, because she ain't say it, but we need good men mentors.
Yes.
Good men mentors to help teach young girls how to get the right guys. And the way that happens is because women help men to learn how to be a good guy. Because most guys, come on, let's face it, are saying, oh, you got to sow your wild oats, baby. You got to get out there and conquer. But the church and every place else is saying, girls, save your virginities. I said that like that. Your virginities. But you're telling the guys to get out there and get them.
Yeah.
So in all seriousness, we thank you for giving us that time to explore that topic. And we want to know what your thoughts are on that topic, because it's a powerful topic. And we need to know what you are sharing when you face the news. Right in your own backyard. Right? All right. So let's talk about our next topic. What's our next topic, Barbara?
Ooh, it's about inspiration. About inspiration. This week in inspiration, we want to ask you, can a person who you don't know or like give you inspiration? Now, some of my inspirational people, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, T.D. Jakes, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, but I like all them guys. So I want to know if somebody who you not agree with their views or you don't like them necessarily, can you get inspiration from them? I say you can. And what you say, Dr. Lowe?
Well, I must admit that you say they can?
Yeah,
you really believe that?
Yeah, you can.
You know, that's what you said when we had our closed conversation.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what she said, y'all. That you could get inspiration from them. Well, I say no. And no, because of this reason right here. Not chair, but chair. Right chair. You can't get inspiration from a person that's talking off at the mouth on topics that he or she believes in and you don't believe in if, look me dead in the eyeball, if you don't give them a chance.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna give you a chance if I don't really believe in your views. So I'm just saying that I think you might be able to if you just listen.
Even if you don't want to listen.
Even if you don't agree with them.
Here's the thing. What about people like ministers that people don't believe in how they minister? Because some ministers, they're ministering in the pulpit, but they sleeping with all the evangelists and they sleeping with all the deaconess and sometimes the deacons too. What about those people? So they don't want to believe in them. What about people inspired by Trump's tenacity but hate his views? What about those people? Heck no. Lolo say they won't go. What do you say?
Ooh, you went there?
I went there, and I'm gonna keep going.
So I know that you can hear something somebody says, even if you know they dirt. And if it's truth in that moment, it can inspire you to do something better, something different. You don't have to agree with the person themselves, their personality, what they're doing, their sin, if you will, or they're wrong, if you will. But if they're telling the truth and you know the truth, and the truth will make you free, baby. If you know the truth and they're giving you truth, you can be inspired by them. You ain't got to agree with them, everything they say or everything they do. But if they're telling you something in that moment.
Because see, what happens is people close their ears to people that they don't believe in. And then this further exacerbates the predicament. That's what I said. Exacerbates.
I liked it. Yeah, I like it.
When they already don't like the message from the person, and then CNN, CBS, ABC News put some malarkey up there to show them getting down with the get down with somebody else, and they ain't putting a ring on it. Oh, did I go back to the other topic? Yes, I did. I did that for a reason, because you know what I wanted to say about that? A lot of times men raise other people's children that ain't even theirs. And we're going to talk about that next time we come on the show. Would you raise somebody's child that isn't even yours, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman? Now, I'm going to trickle back to where we were.
Yeah, I mean, because you done lost went round.
I did that purposely because I want our visitors and our viewers and visitors. That's right, viewers and visitors to know that we're bringing this kind of fire topic to you on our upcoming show.
That's right.
And I've shared with you what I know and what I believe about inspiration. Heck to the bleep, bleep, bleep. No. You can't be inspired by somebody that you don't believe in if you don't lend them your ear.
You don't have to lend them your ears. You just have to listen. Lending your ears.
That's what it means.
You lending your ears is you listening for the minute and not even hearing what they're saying. Because listening and hearing two different things, honey. Two different things. You can hear and not listen, Linda. You can hear the words coming out from my mouth.
Linda, listen to me. Linda, listen to me.
And not be listening.
All right, so I got a question.
All right.
What about those people inspired by their minister, but they know he doing dirt? Somebody asked me that question. What about that person? They know he doing dirt or she doing dirt, because there's all kind of ministers, and they still are inspired by them.
Well, again, it goes back to not looking at the person's sin and fallacy. It goes back to whether all of us throw the first rock if you haven't have sin. If you haven't done something wrong, throw the rock. Because all of us have done things.
Stop telling people to throw rocks. Wow, she gonna say it again. I know she gonna say it again.
Stop it! Stop throwing them rocks and living in the glass. Barbara,
I tell you, see what she done. But anyway,
because in all seriousness, we as people have the tendency to look at what the person is doing instead of what the person should be becoming.
Well,
we've all been something, and we've all been in our sin, if you will, in doing things that we had no business doing. But when you know better, you do better.
So let's do a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit better, because I heard some stuff that's going on in Clubhouse. This is a huge issue. And before we go to this other subject, let us know what you think about what we just shared. If you are saying, no, you cannot receive inspiration from somebody who you don't know or don't believe, or see if you're pro and you say, yes, I'll go and receive information and inspiration from someone I don't believe in, because really the choice is all up to you. But let us know. We want to hear it, and we will be glad to read your response on one of our live broadcasts. If you say it's okay to share your name and your response, we gladly will. So Barbara, let me tell you what I heard.
What you heard?
I heard somebody in Clubhouse say anti-war movements should be called peace movements. Now, we need to take the concept from the positive and not the negative. What do you think about that?
Tell it to me again. Anti-war movements.
Yeah, like anti-pro-sprint, but anti-war, no fighting. Like when you had that person hit me upside the head. Yeah, that one. Anti-war movements. Instead of calling them anti-war movements, because the emphasis is on war. So why in the world would you put war in the movement? Instead, we need to take the concept from the positive and not the negative, and maybe just call it peace movements. I'm all for them calling it peace movements.
Well, you can call it what you want to, but I know for a fact that even though we, the United States of America, keep saying that we are trying to promote peace around the world, we start more wars than the law allows.
Well,
like, why are we fighting in Afghanistan?
Yeah, why are we going to war in Afghanistan? I think, like I said before, you got to follow the money, baby. Where's the money going? Who's getting the money and who's not? And then find out the why because of it. And then you'll know why we going to war in Afghanistan. It is unequivocal that during war times, more businesses thrive than in any other time in our history globally.
But why is that?
You really don't want to know the down low, do you? Y'all want the down low from the show? Here's some of the down low from the show that you need to know is going on. Where, Barbara? Right in your own backyard. All right. Most of the time when we go to war with any country, a part of it, in my opinion, is because major companies make major billions and trillions of dollars.
Money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money. Ooh, ooh, money. And we moving like robots and going to war. Yes. As a person who's been in the armed forces, I understand that what it means to go overseas, what it means to fight in war during wartime, and what it means during peacetime. So do your own homework and look up the statistics on how much money companies make during wartime versus peacetime. How many companies were created when we got ready to go to war?
That's right.
Do your own homework. Because this is Face the News,
where you get the news that we're talking about in your where?
Backyard. That's right. So let's talk about this. And here's the thing. Every time they want to talk about something being bad, they always using the word war. I cannot stand that, because if they can plant in your mind that it's a war, then they try to use that, especially, okay, I'm going there. Black people have been at war in this country for hundreds of years and still at war. But when they want us to take our... Y'all know what I was about to say. Overseas and fight these wars that we didn't even create, okay? And we can't even get loans in our country the way we should. We can't get homes in our country the way we should, because it is set up to keep us out of certain areas. We are at war on the own land that we are here in the United States. But like I said, when they want us to come together and fight the war, they call it a war. There is no war, honey. It should be called a peace movement. If you take the emphasis off war, you change the mind, you change the way people think, and you change the heart. So therefore, they'll be more loving in negotiation. But because none of y'all is at the table of negotiation, they want to call it what they want to call. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
On the war, let's talk about the war.
Is the war on COVID tied together to what's going on? I want y'all to know. I want to ask that.
What?
Is the war and COVID tied together? Is that tied together? We want your remarks on that. And let me ask you something else. Let me ask you something else.
Let's talk about this war on drugs that we used to fight.
The war on drugs. Hell, the war on drugs still going on. The war on drugs ain't never stopped, because they calling it a war instead of an initiative to eradicate drug use. Now, guess what, Miss Barbara?
What?
Dr. Barbara. I'm speaking this into existence, y'all.
Please do.
Make sure you speak it. So when you text us into the show, put Dr. Barbara, affectionately called Dr. Barbara H. Smith. So, Dr. Barbara, let me ask you this. For years, they've been saying it's a war on drugs.
Yeah.
How many people that's taking these drugs
do you know
is bringing it into the country?
Do you know that own helicopters?
Hello.
Who bring the drugs in that got helicopters? Because
it ain't the people that's taking the drugs, because the real drug dealers ain't taking them.
Ain't got no helicopters, but they claiming it's a war on drugs. Well, you know what? It's back to the same old thing, Dr. Lolo. Follow the money.
Follow the money. So now we agreed on that, y'all. Even though she pro and I'm con, we agree on one thing: follow the money. All right. So here's something else I wanted to ask. What's up with us letting? Well, first of all, I want to go back to something about Clubhouse. So do you ever go on Clubhouse, Doc?
Every now and then. Yeah, every now and then.
Okay, so listen. Should we be controlling moderators' tones in Clubhouse, and should we be censoring people in social media? Because every time you turn around, somebody's saying, don't say this, and you can say that, and don't do this, and don't put that up, and don't blah, blah. Facebook, we appreciate you. Other platforms, we appreciate you. But some of these companies, they censor every little thing. You can't sell your own business on these platforms, but they want to take your own intellectual property, but you are being censored. What do you think about the moderators in Clubhouse?
Well, I thought we was in America where we had freedom of the speech.
Woo!
I thought we was in America with the First Amendment was the freedom of the speech, where we could talk anytime we want to, instead of kicking people off the platform. We ought to be able to say what we want to say.
No, people cannot say what they want to say. People cannot do what they want to do. And if you play the wrong song up here, they'll censor me and you. No.
What you know about that, Dr. Lotus?
What I know about it, I've been on certain platforms. I played somebody's song that said, you can play my song. And no joke, somebody just told me this the other day in a meeting. They said to me, you know what? I played this. I had full authorization from the songwriter. And would you know, this blankety blank blank stopped my show.
Your show?
Say which platform, not mine. Stop his one.
Oh, the show that you was on with his.
What he was doing. No, I wasn't on the show, y'all. I wasn't on the show. I was in the conversation with someone that this happened to. And he had full authorization to use this celebrity's song. And they said, no.
So what do y'all think? Should people be censored for what they say or what they play on social media? We want to hear your comments. Drop them in the chat for us, and we will be glad to explain them and show them and showcase them on one of our upcoming shows. What do you say now, Dr. Lotus?
I say let's give them a little tech. Now, we don't cover tech all the time.
All right.
But we might cover tech some of the time.
All right.
And tonight is one of some of those times.
All right.
So let me ask you this. What's up with letting computers run the war and our society? I mean, they are about to even make video games. Guess us humans are not needed anymore. I mean,
you still need a human. You still
need technology, the robots gonna make the video games. They're gonna handle running the war on the computer. Hell, they may even press the red button and send something somewhere where it don't supposed to go. So let us know on the show what you think about computers running the war and our society. What are your thoughts, Barbara? Because I say no, I'm against it. Totally con against that. Barbara?
It's sometimes good to have the computers running things. You know what I mean? Like, I like them little vacuum cleaners that run around and clean up your house. But I had a dream one night about them vacuum cleaners. So I'm not so sure. I had a dream that the vacuum cleaner decided to clean up the house on its own. But it wasn't just cleaning up the house, it was getting rid of all of us in the house. That's why I don't have one of them vacuum cleaners in my house.
Yeah.
I use the old push vacuum cleaner because these machines are too smart. And maybe they really got brains and they're trying to take over the world.
Let me share something with you. Here's what I think. And I'm going to share a little clip with you now. I don't own the rights to this clip, but when I share you this clip in this sound, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Our brother Will Smith put it to the test in his movie, I, Robot.
I, Robot.
Violates a direct order from a human. I'm betting one who will.
Detective, put your gun down.
Why do you give them faces? Try to friendly them all up, make them look all human.
These robots are not susceptible to intimidation.
I guess if you didn't, we wouldn't trust them.
These robots are USR property.
Not me. These things are just lights and clockwork.
But then on this movie, the robot don't want to get shot. So as Will Smith, the famous A-lister actor, moves around, the robot said, "I will not be found," and jots out. Something to make you go, heck to the no.
I don't like all that shooting and stuff. It makes me crazy. All of them shootings and guns and things. Yeah, I'm good back. I'm good now. Miss Dr. Lotus. We're shooting too much. Crime is everywhere. Can we just all get along?
We got to change the vernacular and come off the word war. We got to come off the word war with drugs. We got to come off the word war with technology. We got to come off the word war right here in the United States, where Black people have been warred on for a long time. And let's not even keep it at people of color. Let's talk about low-income people. They are facing a war like never before. The more money they make on their 9-to-5, working hard, slaving like no other, the more taxes they got to pay. All right? And then what I heard was that sooner or later, they're going to have to pay for that COVID shot. Now, that's going to be something we're going to talk about later. Now,
just because you on the know, low on the COVID.
I'm on the know. I'm on
the yes. Let's do it. Let's get it done so that we can go back to our normal lives. What is wrong with you?
I can't wait till we have the professionals, the folks that's been in the medical field, that's been in the science field for years, come to the show, tell you about the COVID, tell you about the no, tell you about the pro, and let you know what I say. Do what brings you peace. Because we're not here to tell you what to do. We're just here to help you face the news. So one last topic before we go is this one right here. We're at war with drugs. What Black people do you know that have helicopters is what she said earlier. Look, that stayed with me. I know some, but they are multi-billionaires and they ain't taking the drugs that's being shipped in over on this country. But anyway, I had heard someone say it should be life/work balance, not a work-life balance. What do you think about that?
Well, it shouldn't be a balance at all. It should be that work and life go together. Why is there have to be one up and one down, or one down and one up, which is what a balance does? Why does it have to be that at all? Why can't it be everybody gets along in work and life and it just melds together all nicely. You work and you live and you love all those things.
Nope.
I don't understand. Work-life balance is not even, it's an oxymoron if you ask me.
You know what?
What you saying, Dr. Lowe?
What I'm saying is this. Work and life, you don't need to be trying to balance them together. Your work should be separate from your personal life. Keep people in your job out your business. You need me to say that again? Keep people in your job out your business, because they got news that you need to face that's in your backyard, and that's where it needs to stay instead of on your job. There ain't no thing work and life balance. I know what you're talking about. No, keep your balance to yourself. Your work life is your work life, and your home life is your home life. Balance that.
Well, we have come to the top of the hour. I ain't balancing none of that. I want you to know that we're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. for 1 hour to help you do what, Dr. Lotus?
Face the news.
The news that's all going on around the world and your
backyard. Woo woo!
That, Mark, we'd love for you to take it away. I'll see you next week, Dr. Lotus.
See you next week, Dr. Barbara. And see you, viewers. We appreciate y'all. Mwah!
Hi, I'm Barbara H. Smith, known as the Masterful Presenter. If you could figure out a universal language, personality code that connects with potential client, how powerful would that be? I empower people to communicate better what they do, what they have, and what they bring to the table. People love to buy. I don't need you to sell it to me. I come in there with an intention, and that's what you're going to do going forward. You're going to go into networking events with intention.
I am here benefiting from the wisdom of Barbara Smith.
She gave so much information on how I can just excel in my business, and I'm taking it to a whole nother level.
I'm learning a lot that I didn't really know about my business.
The information that she's been presenting has been informative and helpful to me.
If you have not been in the presence of Ms. Holmes Smith, you need to make sure you do so. Her workshops are authentic. She comes with such training, and she just graces you with her presence, and she allows you to feel the experience like none other before.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professionals can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start bossing today.